Yesterday, a child came out to wonder.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Megan Victoria. My name is Megan. I'm a pro hair makeup artist, and today, ooh la la, who is she? How fun, right? Okay, so I've been seeing graphic liner everywhere lately, and I just think it's like one of the hottest trends like for this summer. And so I really wanted to play with graphic liner. I don't think I ever have before, so this is so fun. It's such an easy like look that's really quick to do because it's one statement, but it makes like a huge statement. It's amazing. I think it's such a fun look. I want to do really bronzy, glowy skin and all of the usual things that we do on this channel, but I love this look. I had to sleek my hair for like the whole vibe, and I'm just like really into it. I think it's so fun. And I'm also so excited to announce that today's video is in partnership with Moda brushes yet again. So we're going to be using all Moda brushes today. I'm going to be showing you this look using all their brushes, but other than that, it is our regular scheduled programming. We have our super rose gold little case out as well, so like that always just makes me feel like fun. So I'm so excited to get into this look. I really hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you so much to Moda brushes for partnering and sponsoring this video today. Oh, and before I forget, we also have a really exciting announcement. So we're also going to be doing a giveaway. So one of you guys is going to receive a full set of the Moda brushes that I have been using and loving. So all those details will be in the down bar below. So check the description for all of that and how to enter. And with all that said, let us move right along into the video. If you want to see how we get this graphic liner lime green goddess angel glowing skin amazingness, then please just keep on watching. All right, so let's get started. Face is prepped and ready to go. Now I want a very glowy look for this. So we're gonna start off with Charlotte Tilbury, as always. So boring, I know, but we really want the glow. I'm literally putting this everywhere. I want like to be a glowing mermaid goddess angel fish. So I'm gonna use two shades, no other reason than I'm super extra. I'm gonna take the lighter shade and actually put it on like the really high points and just like that. Now I want a glowy foundation, so I'm gonna take my Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation. It's super dewy, and we're gonna put a few stripes of this on. And then also a little bit of Makeup Forever Reboot. I know I may be scaring you a little bit. Actually, no, you've probably been here a while and you're like, yep, this is pretty much how it goes. Then we're gonna take our handy dandy rose gold little brush holder, freaking adorable. And we're gonna grab my absolute favorite brush, the BMX 180. I don't even have to look at what it is. Like, I know what brush this is. I'm gonna take the Reboot and I'm gonna use that to blend all of this in. So although we've mixed like a bunch of products, because they're all sheer, they're all just giving us really beautiful like lit from within skin, which is gonna give us that like very editorial feel, which is what we're going for. Definitely gonna make sure we get this on the eyelids because we really wanna block out the veins and all the discoloration from coming through. So I'm just gonna work this, buff this, and just get beautiful skin. It looks so good. All right, so let's jump into some salmon concealer. I'm gonna take my BMX 465 brush. I'm gonna grab the deepest shade of this because I definitely wanna brighten the under eye area, and I'm gonna just apply that right in that little under eye socket. Definitely making sure I get the outer corners and the inner corners, because for me, that's definitely where my discoloration is. I'm gonna take my Makeup Forever concealer, apply that to the under eye area, just take it out because I do like to get a little bit of coverage and lift the cheekbones. Then I'm gonna just take it right into kind of the center of the face. Because we're gonna have a lot of glow going on, I definitely wanna make sure we're not sacrificing coverage in like the center of the face where I want it. Also, I don't know what's been going on with my face, so I'm just gonna cover up all of these random friends who decided to have a party. Like, sir, we are in quarantine. You need to go back to where you're coming from. Like, this is not social distancing, I'm just saying. And then I'm just gonna take this BMX brush and I'm just gonna blend this out because it does not need to be perfect. I want everything really well blended and really soft, and sometimes taking a big brush can really help with that. We're so glowy, look at us glow, amazing. So I like to do a little bit of face manipulation sometimes, so I'm gonna just grab a little bit of my Urban Decay, pop that in the inner corner. I'm gonna do right in between the brows, right down the nose, and the Cupid's bow, just like very much the center of the face. Also lifting the cheekbones because always, and because I want this a little bit more precise, I'm then just gonna take my little sponge and blend this in. Sponge, brush, fingers, whatever you prefer. Just go for it. And then I'm just gonna take the butt of the sponge and just tap everything out just to make sure we can absorb any excess product that's sitting on top of the skin. Okay, our skin looks like gorgeous, so beautiful. Okay, no surprise here, we're gonna go into our Bare Minerals foundation stick. We want some bronze. I want some bronzy, chiselly, glowy goodness, so applying that all over. Why not? We're just gonna do that little whatever thing that we do there. And then again, BMX 180, I'm just gonna use that and just pounce this, and it's just kind of gonna like press the bronzer into place. It's great because again, it has a little bit of foundation on the brush left over, so it's just gonna really ensure a perfect seamless blend. It's one of my favorite little tips is using your foundation brush because you just know everything's gonna go together really well. Do we look like a glowing goddess angel or do we look like a glowing goddess angel? I'm quite content. Amazing. Okay, so we used this in our last video, I do recall. So we're gonna go back and we're gonna use a little bit more of this Blurred Buff Bounce and Blur Blush. I'm gonna take my little 220 BMX Radiance brush. Just gonna grab that blush and just work that on the cheeks and just kind of bring it up into the bronzer. Like I want everything kind of going together. So just really bring it all around town. Okay, I remember that there's there's this bronzy kind of blushy shade in the Jaclyn Hill palette, and it's actually very similar to the blush. I think we're gonna use some of this. I'm gonna use it just on the same Radiance brush. And I'm just gonna kind of build up the color because it's like a bronzy blush. I'm just gonna see kind of what that does. Oh, that's really pretty. Oh yes, right on the outer contours of the face. Just kind of focus it more in that C shape than bringing it like on the cheeks, but we're gonna just really use that. That's really pretty. And just like really work it back into the temples. And you just, oh yeah, yes. Okay, amazing. Okay, now we're gonna go into our bronzer. So I'm gonna take a nice big brush. So we've got the BMX 100 powder brush. I'm gonna grab it in the bronzer and I'm just gonna work that on the outer part of the forehead. Now because we have so many creams, you're gonna notice I'm doing a lot of patting because as I buff and like move, I don't want to move products, so I'm kind of being a little bit more careful. So I'm really just kind of pressing the bronzer and pressing all these like glowy products into the skin. I'm gonna grab a little bit more of this, whatever product this is. I just really like it. It's doing like exactly that rustic blush kind of look that I'm trying to go for. So just really kind of just bring that all the way around and maybe sweep it in a little bit more this time. Okay, we've put a lot of product on the face, so I'm just gonna take my sponge and just kind of go over everything and just really seal it in as one seamless layer. Okay, so I really want the lightest amount of powder on my face, so I'm gonna take my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Powder. I'm gonna take it on the Accentuate BMX 255 brush, and I'm literally just going to do a little tapping of powder, and then I'll bring it right around the sides of the nose and maybe the chin, but like that's it. And I even used a glowy powder. Like the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Powder is like a glowy powder, so it's not even gonna give me like a super matte look either. It's just gonna give me a nice glow from within while still just kind of setting all my cream products. Okay, I love a big fan brush. They make me so happy. So I'm just gonna grab this one. So this one is the BMX 195 Finish brush. This is great if I want to take a little bit of powder. I want to maybe just like clean up here. I want the lightest application, so a fan brush is so great for a really light application. But I just want a little bit more coverage right on the forehead and definitely across the eyes. We definitely need to clean up all the veins and everything. Okay, we're still nice and glowy, but definitely need to add some highlighter. So I'm gonna go in with the Bare Minerals Free Highlighter. It's beautiful. I'm gonna grab my little mini fan brush. And this one's just nice and golden, so it's gonna be perfect for this look. And I'm really gonna hit that highlight and bring it again around in that C shape to really like lift and accentuate the cheekbone. And then the center of the nose, Cupid's bow, nose bridge, all our usual places. And we'll even just hit it under the brow bone really quickly. Okay, so we have absolutely beautifully glowing skin. I'm gonna just finish off with a little setting spray. Or a lot because it feels amazing. And then I just like to pat everything in just for that final seal of approval. Okay, so for the eyes, I'm not gonna put any additional coverage on them. I still want the skin from within coming through. So I'm just gonna grab a little bit of my pressed powder and I'm just gonna powder on top just to make sure, you know, they're set and they're not gonna crease on me, because that would not be fun. It's not the vibe. Okay, so we can move on to the liner. Now, this is obviously the fun part of the video. So you can have so much fun with this, play with different colors, different textures, different shapes. So like totally just get creative with it. I want to do a green. I find that's just like fun, and I think it pops with the bronze. And also, for whatever reason, I just believe green makes my eyes look so much more blue. It has just for the longest time. When I started wearing makeup, first color I gravitated towards was green eyeshadow, definitely a throwback. So I thought this would be just like a fun little time to have. So I'm going to be using today the Wonder Swipe by Rimmel London. These are really cheap and affordable, and they work fantastically, and we're just going to get into it. So what I would say is, when you're doing this, you can start with a white pencil to map it out. That may be easier for you, or like a cream depending on your skin tone. Get really nice up close and personal with your mirror. And I will also say, your symmetry is not that important. Not that it's not important, but remember that your eyes are not symmetrical, okay? Like this eye is way lower than this one. This brow bone's higher, this one's lower. It's a whole thing. So if I was to like make them actually symmetrical, and like I started this one here, that means this one has to be like here. This is way too close to the brow. So I would say just make it flattering for your eye shape rather than the most perfect symmetry. So I'm gonna follow the same guidelines that I'm creating, and I'm gonna go, okay, here's my crease. I wanna put it a little bit higher than my crease. Great. I'm gonna do the same on this side, and it's gonna be like a sisters not twins vibe. So I don't wanna get rambling for too long, but I will just kind of do this with you. So first I'm gonna start by creating a little wing shape. And then I'm just gonna start drawing this in. I'm not taking mine all the way in, but that is like the basic shape. So cute. Oh my god, so fun. And I am actually also gonna take it across the eye. And then just connect it like your own little winged eyeliner. How cute! So fun, such a vibe, adorable. I definitely say try doing this like straight onto your mirror. That way you can see your eye like exactly in eye level, because obviously like my hood is gonna like chill over, like it's not gonna look cute when I do this. I'm also aware that when I take a photo, I'm probably gonna do something like this, and so it's gonna look super cute like that. So kind of just keep these things in mind if you're doing it for like a picture. If you're doing it for a barbecue, like, you know, live your best life. But I'm just telling you. So let's do the other side now. So I'm gonna keep an eye in like how big I did this little line. So let's go a little bit out here, because I want like this still the same amount of space. That's more the goal. And honestly, with these things, sometimes you just have to go for it and like hope for the best. And I'm kind of tapering it as I come inward, like a little bit thinner. Just so we're not tricked, I'm gonna throw on the little liner shape, because our perception of like how thick and thin something is can get thrown off because we don't see the little additional liner. So I want to even it out so I can then make my adjustments. And I know my eyes, I know I have less lid space over here, so I'm going to make my liner just a little bit thinner. So again, it's more symmetrical for this eye. So like together, they just have a bit more of a cohesive look. Okay, so we have the basic shape. Now before I go adjusting it, I really want this to be a little bit more lime green. So I'm actually going to take a little bit of a gold eyeliner. So this is the High Pigment Liner from Sunset Boulevard from NARS. And it's just like a gold shimmery shade, and I kind of just want to like adjust a little bit. Is this a bad idea? Who knows, but we're gonna find out. So let it dry, and then I'm just gonna touch this over top. Oh no, this is working. Yay, great. So like that's the difference in the two. Yeah, I like the like lime. A little bit more of a summery vibe. I'm just really lightly tracing over top. I'm gonna use this little concealer brush. So this is the BMX 225. I'm gonna grab a little bit of concealer just on the back of my hand, and then we're gonna grab a little bit on the brush. Very much like work it in. You don't want like a lot of concealer because it can get messy very quickly. And now you can just shape a little bit if you need to. Clean it up. Bring it out a little bit sharper, whatever you feel you need to do. For me, honestly, my little hoods get in the way, and then they start transferring product, and that's like not cute, so I'm just gonna tidy that up a little bit more. Okay, I honestly think this is so cute and so fun, and I would never try something like this, so like proud of myself for, you know, trying something new. I'm gonna just toss on some mascara. I don't want to do lashes, I want to keep this nice and editorial, so I'm just gonna curl my lashes, apply mascara, and then I actually think we're gonna do brows together because we need to create like a really good brow for this look, so I'll be right back. So for the brows, I want these to be some like, you know, a little bit more editorial brows. I have like no brows, so this is definitely a little bit harder for me. So I'm gonna first start taking my taupe pencil, the Anastasia pencil. I'm going to like very gently run this through. Just kind of building up a little bit of volume, but like just really keeping it soft. So I do like a tiny bit and then I like brush. Again, I'm not gonna worry too much about making them hella symmetrical because if I was to do that, that requires a lot of filling in, and then we're getting very much in the Instagram category, and I want to stay out of it as best I can. And then for a little bit more precision, I'm gonna go into my dip brow in Blonde. I'm gonna use my BMX 498 line brush. I'm gonna grab a little bit of that, really work it into the lid because I only want a little bit. And I'm gonna attempt to draw in a few brow hairs. So just touching brush to my brows, like the tiniest little bit. Okay, now we at least have a brow shape, so I'm gonna take a little bit of my brow setter and we're really gonna like comb this product through and then like basically do that brow lamination technique. Comb the product and then like press it up. This is definitely a look, so you may be into it, you may not be. I love it. This is gonna have to take a second to dry, and yes, you're gonna have glue everywhere, and we're gonna attempt to clean that up later, but you know, other than that, you may just have glue everywhere. And let's do this side. All right, so we're gonna accept the glue as part of our face now. I'm gonna grab a little bit of pressed powder, and I'm just gonna powder on top of the brows, and basically just to mattify the glue, because that's all we really can do. Then we can grab our little line brush. We're gonna go back into the blonde shade of our dip brow, and then we'll just kind of finesse a little bit. So just add a little bit of product to the brow shape. This will definitely work better if you actually have brows, but you know, I definitely wanted this look. I feel like it just finishes off the vibe. So now what I'm gonna do, obviously this is a little messy, so I'm gonna grab a little concealer just on the back of my hand. Again, I'm gonna go in with my 225, yep, BMX conceal brush. And then I'm just gonna create a little line underneath the brows. So then this is just gonna kind of reverse conceal them and just kind of give you a little bit more of a cleaner shape and look. That looks great. But you don't want like a concealer liner under your brows. That's like such a dead giveaway. So you really want to make sure this is well blended, and we're using the Makeup Forever concealer, which is like fairly close to the skin tone, not that much lighter. Not perfect, but I don't have brows, so for me, quite content. Okay, for the lips, you can so easily ruin this look by doing a glam lip, and I do that every time with editorial looks, so we're not gonna do that today. We're gonna learn from our mistakes. So we're not gonna do that. We're gonna go into our Pixie lip gloss. This one is Cake. It's lip icing, and it has like a little bit of like a gold, like orangey reflex to it, just to stay nice and warm. I'm very low on this, wow. And then just because why not, I'm gonna grab a little bit of the Pure Barbie gloss just to really get the shine kind of coming through. Yeah, that's much better. Just need like more like glossiness. You already know what I'm gonna say, but like, sure, let's just do this. I just need a little bit more bronzer. And then if we need more bronzer, we need more blush. So pop that on. I feel like this is like a children's book, like, and if we have more blush, we need more highlight. And what I think I'm gonna do, because I want that really gold look, I'm gonna grab a little bit of this one. This one's Prosecco Pop, right? I think so. Yeah, because that's just friggin' blinding. But we want that like really yellow gold kind of color coming through. There we go. That's the glow we needed. Oh my goodness, yes. All right, a little bit more setting spray. But that, my dears, completes our final look. Alright guys, so there we have it. This is our final look. You already know I'm like loving it. I just think it's so fun, so different, such a fun little vibe. Thank you so much to Moda for sponsoring this video and making it so easy to recreate this look with all their fabulous brushes. Make sure to check the down bar below to check how you can enter the fabulous little giveaway we have going on. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! Mwah.